Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bakar double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled third, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is another sit-down lesson for In the News on August the 31st, 2022 at 3:27 p.m. Central Standard Time on this Wednesday afternoon. And as you see, once again, the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 falls another day in the Wall Street market. Crashes for the fourth straight day, ending averages in August losses. And this is from CNNBC.com, updated on August the 31st, 2022 at 4:07 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is published by Tana Meshi and Samantha Subban. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads from CNBC.com on regards to the market, the Wall Street. Dow Jones and the S&P 500 falls for a fourth day. Major averages ends August with losses. It says the stocks fell for a fourth straight day on Wednesday, the last day of August, putting the summer market comeback in doubt as investors weights the Federal Reserve's inflation-fighting efforts. The Dow Jones Industrial Average slid negative 244 points, or 0.9%, to 31,510.43, and the S&P 500 lost 0.8% to end the day at 3,955, and the NASDAQ composite fell 0.6 to 11,816.20. The major average were higher earlier in the day. It says, with being a strong month for the three major averages ending on a weak note, the Dow Jones finished August down 4.1%, while the S&P and the NASDAQ Industrial post monthly losses of 4.2% and 4.6% respectively. The move puts Salaki. I'm gonna charge my phone before it goes out. And it says the move puts the Dow Jones and S&P 500 at 6.3% and 8.6% respectively above their mid-June lows. The NASDAQ is now 11.8% above its low. The summer rally peaks came 2 weeks ago on August the 16th, and a full 2 months after hitting the low on June the 16th. Investors have been debating for weeks whether the economy is in a recession or heading towards one. And many, though an economic downturn will give the Federal reason to ease up on its rate hiking plan, which they always been doing. It says the Federal Chair, Jerome Powell, reiterated in his Jackson Hole speech Friday, however, that the central bank is committing to curbing inflation and will continue to raise states even in a recessional environment. Markets were counting on limited rate increases and quick rate cuts, said Brad McMillan, chief investor official for Commonwealth Finance Network. The speech was clear, however, that The increases will be larger and the cuts more delays than anyone expected. Powell commented a sell-off stop on the top of Powell's comment. Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester said Wednesday that she sees benchmark interest rates rising above 4% by clearly next year. On Tuesday, New York Fed President John Williams called for somewhat a restrictive policy to slow demand. In a correction, the Dow Jones at one point was down 0.5% on the day at a previous misstated decline. So yeah, as we continue to see the continuing decline of the stocks and markets and bonds, and the continued decline of modern day Babylon, according to the Holy Scriptures, as we're going to continue to see it decline now more than ever on the economic scale, you know. Revelations 18:2. And he cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is falling and is fallen, and is become an habitation of devils, and a hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every uncleanful, hateful bird. Right, because this place is definitely falling in many different ways, but you know, our main focus of this lesson is on the economy side, you know, as the Federal Reserve's continuing on as usual to fight the inflation rates, because you know, as I stated in my previous videos, you know, the consumer spending, the cost of living, you know, the continuing stocks crashing, the continuing economic of the United States is continuing downward spiral. As we continue to see it, the gas price is going to continue to go up. The inflation is going to continue to go up, even though both gas and inflation is going down. But we're going to expect to see it increase as the Federal Reserves try to continue to tackle and fight the inflation, to ease the inflation, even if it costs the American economy, even if it costs the American economy to enter a recession, which they have no problem with, which kind of crazy, but hey, that's how they do it, you know. But you know, it shows you a continuing downward spiraling of the economy is continuing to be, and the downward spiral of the housing market, the consumer spending, the inflation, etc., cost of living, the high price cost of foods, the high price cost of bills, your bills, cost of living, where you stay at, going to consistently going up. Everything that you pay with your money, the interest rates, the taxes going to increase as the Federal Reserves increase tax hikes to ease the inflation and the consumer spending. And I believe it's going to be a job report that's going to come out on Friday, and more reports is according to that as well too. Is going to be included in that report, and the Federal Reserve is going to keep an eye on that to see if they're going to continue to raise the interest rates, the tax hikes, and we're going to see this trend continues on once again. If it's going to continue for the 5th straight day, and this third day of this week, of this market's constantly continuing to crash, because this is the 4th day that the market crashed, and it's going to erase all the gains that it had from the month from August and all the way into mid-June as well too. So as we continue to see this downward spiraling of the market crashing, because the market goes along with the economy as well too. So as the Federal Reserve continues to fight the inflation, try to ease the inflation and the consumer spending of everything consistently going up, So with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy. You have a Hawaii Yahushua. And first and foremost, I like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Wakar double honors to the elders and apostles and great millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.